I've started companies all my life. I've never done anything else. And I actually started as an artist more. I was a film producer in the beginning, and I was a nominee at the film festival in Cannes in 2004. And Quentin Tarantino watched my film. So that was kind of the start of it, but I never made any money with it, and that got frustrating quickly. And so I moved over, and I was experimenting with video actually really early on, and viral video in 2003, 2004. And so that brought me into social networks. So I started a social network, which completely didn't work. Then I had a video games company, which was a little bit more successful. And over the last 20 years, I've started 15 companies, and I sold 9. And I think that's a little bit special. So there's not many people who have sold that many. And so 2 of those exits were smaller, just a couple million. But 2 of them were also a couple hundred of million. And in between, I had all of the different things. And I had, like, from social network to, or movie production to video games, cosmetics, fashion, AI, and healthcare. I went really, really broad. And so I think I've learned a thing or two about how to start these companies and how to scale them. And what I'm doing right now is basically that I only do that. So I'm on a couple of boards. I work with a couple of young founders, some of them which you know and some of them you don't. But that's what I do. So that's why my life is also a little bit more relaxed, because people normally don't really like to be in long calls with their board members, So I get my board calls with them, and I try to be a good mentor, and that's what I'm doing.
I'm excited to get into all of this. There's I think so much, because what you mentioned is really true. It's very unique. I think this is a rare combination you see in the lifetime of an entrepreneur, to be in so many different spaces and have so many types of companies you create.
But they're all similar in the end.
And then we'll talk about that in just a bit. But let's maybe have a look around, show us around.
Sure.
Day.
So let's go outside. So where we're here is we're on the Larkspur Lagoon, and normally there's no boats in here, so this is unusual. What you see here is Mount Tam, and Mount Tam is responsible for the special situation that we have here, because San Francisco is a foggy town, but Marin is not, and the reason is that the ocean is right behind that, and this big mountain just blocks the fog. So we are in a really, really sunny spot. We get 320 sunny days a year here. And we're on the water, so the kids jump in, and normally on a good warm weather day, there's 100 kids in here. Come in, I'll show you more.
3 kids, right?
I have 3 kids, yes, between 10 and 18 years old.
How did your entrepreneurship life or founder life change before and after kids?
Before and after kids?
Did it change?
So it didn't change enough, I think. When I started, or when my first child was born, I was 30, and I had started my 3rd company, and so a lot of the intensity that I went through in my life, because the thing is that you really have to work really hard. We all know that, right? There is nothing that will replace hard work. But that was really coinciding with the early years of my son's life. Yeah, it's a really, really hard thing to answer. On the one hand, you're saying hard work is really important. On the other hand, you say that family is really, really important. You want to satisfy both. That never works.
If you enjoyed this clip, click here to watch the full episode and subscribe to never miss clips like this.